Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to explore a deeply inspiring topic, the wisdom that lies within adversity. Often in life, we face challenges, hardships, and difficult circumstances that seem unbearable. But what if these very difficulties are the soil in which our greatest growth occurs? In this video, we will dive into how adversity, much like the soil in which a lotus grows, can be the very foundation that helps us unlock the deepest wisdom of our lives. The lotus is a powerful symbol in many spiritual traditions, particularly in Buddhism. It represents purity, enlightenment, and spiritual growth. Interestingly, the lotus flower grows in the murky, muddy waters of ponds and lakes, yet it emerges from this dark environment to bloom into a symbol of beauty and enlightenment. This powerful symbolism teaches us that no matter how challenging or painful the circumstances may be, they can become the nurturing soil for our own spiritual growth. The wisdom of the lotus growing in adversity. When we look at the lotus, we see something remarkable. Despite growing in muddy, often dirty water, the lotus flower remains pristine and pure. It rises above the murky waters, unaffected by the pollutants around it, to bloom with grace and beauty. This is a profound lesson for all of us. We too can rise above the adversity we face, maintaining our purity, wisdom, and inner peace even in the most challenging situations. Adversity often appears as something we must endure, something that causes suffering. However, in spiritual teachings, it is often said that suffering is an essential part of growth. Just as the lotus seed needs to be planted in the muddy ground to grow, our souls need to be placed in difficult situations to deepen our understanding of life, develop compassion, and strengthen our resilience. The trials we face are not obstacles to our happiness, rather, they are opportunities for us to evolve into wiser and more compassionate beings. Understanding the role of adversity in our lives. Every person faces adversity at some point in their life. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, a difficult breakup, financial struggles, or personal challenges, we all encounter obstacles that test our strength. However, it is not the adversity itself that defines us, but rather how we respond to it. It is how we grow through these challenges that shapes who we become. Spiritual wisdom teaches that adversity is not something to be feared or avoided, it is something to be embraced. When we approach our difficulties with an open heart, we allow ourselves to learn from them. We can ask ourselves, what can I learn from this situation? How can I grow through this challenge? Instead of viewing adversity as a negative force, we can see it as an opportunity for personal and spiritual development. The benefits of facing adversity with a growth mindset. One of the most powerful tools for navigating adversity is adopting a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed over time, through effort and learning. When we face adversity with a growth mindset, we view challenges as opportunities to expand our understanding and improve ourselves. This mindset shifts the way we approach life. Instead of feeling defeated or discouraged by hardships, we begin to see them as chances to learn something new about ourselves and the world. Each difficulty becomes a lesson in resilience, patience, and perseverance. And just like the lotus growing in muddy water, we begin to realize that it is through these struggles that we find our true strength and wisdom, the power of reflection and self-awareness. In the face of adversity, reflection and self-awareness are essential tools for growth. When life becomes overwhelming, it can be easy to react impulsively or to succumb to negative emotions. However, by taking time to reflect on our experiences and our reactions, we can gain valuable insights into ourselves and our behavior. Self-awareness allows us to recognize our patterns of thought and behavior, and it gives us the opportunity to choose how we respond to life's challenges. Instead of reacting out of fear, anger, or frustration, we can pause, reflect, and respond with wisdom and compassion. This reflective practice helps us to cultivate a sense of inner peace, even in the midst of chaos, and empowers us to face adversity with a calm and centered heart. Finding strength in vulnerability. Adversity often brings with it feelings of vulnerability. When faced with challenges, we may feel powerless or unsure of ourselves. However, vulnerability is not a weak, as it is a source of strength. By allowing ourselves to feel vulnerable, we open ourselves up to deeper emotional experiences and a greater understanding of our own humanity. In the process of growing through adversity, vulnerability allows us to connect with others on a deeper level. When we share our struggles and open ourselves up to others, we create bonds of empathy and understanding. We realize that we are not alone in our difficulties, and that our struggles can be a source of connection rather than isolation. Vulnerability fosters compassion, both for ourselves and for others, and helps us develop the emotional resilience necessary to overcome challenges. The role of compassion in overcoming difficulties. One of the greatest gifts that adversity can offer is the opportunity to cultivate compassion. When we face hardship, we are often forced to confront our own limitations, fears, and insecurities. This self-awareness can lead to a deep sense of compassion for ourselves and for others who are experiencing similar struggles. Compassion allows us to navigate adversity with grace and understanding. It helps us to approach difficult situations with patience and empathy, rather than judgment or frustration. By practicing compassion, we open ourselves to the possibility of healing and growth, not only for ourselves, but for those around us as well. The wisdom of the lotus teaches us that even in the most difficult situations, we can find beauty and growth. Just as the lotus rises from the mud to bloom in full glory, we too can rise above our challenges and emerge stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. The importance of patience and persistence. Growing through adversity requires patience and persistence. Just as the lotus takes time to grow and bloom, so too does our personal and spiritual growth. It's easy to become frustrated or disheartened when progress seems slow, but the key is to remain persistent and patient with ourselves. Each small step forward is a victory in itself, and with time, we will see the fruits of our labor. Patience is a reminder that growth is a gradual process. We cannot rush our spiritual or personal development, it must unfold naturally. By practicing patience, we allow ourselves to trust in the process and in our own ability to grow and evolve. Cultivating resilience through adversity. One of the most valuable qualities we can develop through adversity is resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and continue moving forward. Resilience is not about avoiding challenges, but about learning how to handle them with strength and perseverance. The lotus teaches us that resilience comes from our ability to stay rooted in our values and beliefs, no matter how turbulent the waters around us may be. By cultivating resilience, we learn to embrace challenges as opportunities to grow stronger, rather than as obstacles that hold us back. Resilience allows us to face life's difficulties with courage and determination, knowing that each challenge is a stepping stone on the path to greater wisdom and self-awareness. Conclusion: embracing adversity as the path to wisdom. In conclusion, adversity is not something to be feared or avoided, but something to be embraced. Just as the lotus grows from the muddy waters to become a symbol of beauty and enlightenment, we too can grow through life's challenges and emerge stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. By approaching adversity with a growth mindset, practicing self-reflection, and cultivating compassion, we can transform our difficulties into powerful opportunities for growth. Thank you for watching today's video. If you've ever faced adversity and found strength in the process, or if you've learned valuable lessons from your struggles, we'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who may benefit from its message. We'll see you next time.